Hello and welcome to Friday Reasoning.
It's first time for a while, T.
For a while.
We've been busy, and we just sat down yesterday and thought, wow, we haven't done a Friday Reasoning for a long time.
Exactly.
So we're going to try and be a little bit more organised with our Friday Reasonings. Obviously, we'll answer any questions that come in as they come in, but we've got a list of things that we're going to just meander through, I think, T.
Yep.
T's going to lead the conversation, and hopefully you get to enjoy this.
Seeing some new faces in here. Welcome. Yeah. So this is going on YouTube afterwards as well, so you can catch it on Stirling Eco Ltd. That's on YouTube. Follow us there as well, please. We'll take some comments now. So Alex Benning says, "Effing cool bikes." Thank you very much.
Thanks, Alex.
Thank you very much for that. So what's
effing cool comment, that?
Yeah. So what is coming up for Stirling Eco? I know one thing that I'm very excited about, which is Motorcycle Live. So you can join us there in November from the 19th to the 27th, where we'll be unveiling the Sinatra. Speaking of the Sinatra, Rob.
Yeah, we're full steam ahead on getting the bike together.
That's right.
The prototype, which will then go into full manufacturing in the new year.
Yes.
Which we're working on as well. And yeah, really excited about that.
Yes, exactly.
It's something we're manufacturing fully in the UK. Well, we'll be buying some components from various factories, but we're full assembly, and most of the bike will be manufactured in the UK. So yeah, it's good, and that's exciting for us because it's the next kind of evolution, isn't it?
That's right, it is the evolution.
It's the evolution of what we're trying to achieve.
Yes, so speaking of Motorcycle Live and Sinatra, we are launching this model at Motorcycle Live. The first date is the 19th of November, and you can register your interest today to receive the spec sheet, receive photos of the bike ahead of everyone else. So go on our website, www.stirlingeco.com/coming soon. Register your interest there. Loads of people have already done so. So I can imagine the pre-order list is going to be crazy. What we can tell you about the Sinatra, let's go into that, because I know everyone is quite excited about that. We don't really drop too much hints. We're working away.
Yeah, first and foremost, I think, T, that from our experience at the Motorcycle Live, we asked bikers, what we would need to do as an innovation company for them to turn their heads and stop, and I think we've achieved that with Sinatra. The back wheel, for instance, on the model that we'll have the show, we have three options on it. It's going to have a 300 wide, 330 and 360 wide tyres on them, and that will give you an indication on how big the back wheel is on this monster of a bike.
There you go.
Front wheel is 23 inches, so it's got new British manufactured LG batteries, which will give it a range of over 100 miles. There's a dual battery system on it.
Amazing. So we answered that question. A lot of people wanted to pass or to meet the 100 mile range milestone, and we've managed to achieve that with the Sinatra as well. So yes, battery range, tyre sizes, motor sizes, is that something that we're going to...
Yeah, motor sizes, so we're going to have options as well. So we're going to still make it an entry-level bike if you want, if that's what you require. But we're going to have various motor sizes, so you can have anything up to an 11,000 watt motor on it.
Amazing.
They'll be made to order, the bikes. We've got very, very good targets on this bike. We've got a lot of interest in America, and we believe that this bike will be a huge hit in America.
Absolutely.
And I think we've answered all the questions that were asked of us at the last show, which was our first show. I believe that we've answered with this new bike.
Are we still going to do the art bikes with Sinatra?
Yes, 100%. The art, what we do here, the art side of things is integral to the whole setup and being of this company. Our message, art and less pollution. So. The art is crucial to what we do here.
Absolutely.
And there's two different types of rear fender for the Sinatra. One's much bigger than the other, so it gives us a much bigger canvas if you do have artwork on it. But it's got a big canvas for airbrush artwork with our fabulous partner, David.
So, speaking of art, well answered there, Rob. Speaking of art, we have the option to airbrush your bike, is that right? And then also the Black Label style collection, where you can add to obviously crystals or gold.
We've added now, we have the Black Label collection, which obviously we're doing the showcasing for the Middle East at the moment. which is 24 karat gold, Swarovski crystals, but it's on basically the same bike. So although you can up spec your design on the motor and battery range and whatever you want on the original piece, you can have, I mean, the one we've got behind us over there, which is going to Qatar, which is our original electro ride, it's got over £20,000 worth of artwork on it. So
wow.
you can have whatever artwork you want on it.
Amazing.
From initials,
yep.
you know, actually, yeah, we've got Spencer's bike. We've got the panel off his bike here to show you.
So here's an example.
Yeah, the Omen. So that's his nickname when he was boxing.
So if you wanted to personalise your bike and you wanted to add a slogan or your nickname or something like that, that is a service we can provide through airbrushing. And we also have an example of the Black Label collection close up instead of the whole bike.
Yeah.
So something like this. So what collection is this from, Rob?
So this is from the Black Label collection. This bike will be called Centurion, and it's been airbrushed to make it look like polished leather, and it's gilded in 24 karat gold and embellished with Swarovski crystals.
So this part here was airbrushed, I'm guessing?
It's airbrushed, yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
And so that bike will be part of the Black Label collection.
And this is real gold?
It's 24 karat gilded, yeah. It's gilded in 24 karat gold.
Wow. I'm not being biased, but I've not seen another company do anything like what we're doing. So that's another reason to get involved with Stirling Eco. Hello, Working Wonder. He's received his electro ride from us recently.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, and thanks to all the great customers we've got. Thanks for the feedback. Thanks for the assistance. Thanks for the
support.
Yeah.
Patience
been
as well.
Patience and support has been wonderful for
That's my
everybody.
two things I'm very grateful for. Everyone's patience and everyone's support as well of what we're doing.
Yeah.
We've said this before, we do not come from a motorcycle background. We are naturally creatives. And we're generations apart as well, but we're making it work. And we're doing it really, really well. So I'm proud of us.
Yeah.
Here's another example of...
This is Kay. Kay's, well, the artist known as Kay. I worked on a design with Kay, and this is just the tank from our Austin Powers Swarovski crystal bike.
You can only call that groovy, innit?
We've only done this so that we can get T in a great big wig and platform shoes, which
worked.
I think you've agreed to do, right?
It worked, yeah, man. It's done.
Yeah. So that's going to form part of a photo shoot. That's going to be a special bike for photo shoots.
That is amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
Again, we've got the American flag. We've got quite a few art bikes now. We've got a lot of customers now. Steve Burlingham, he's getting his Samurai bike next week. I can't wait to see that. We know it's a fabulous design. He's been really patient with that. We've had so much. I mean, the backlog's been insane, really. So again,
it's the demand.
Thanks to everybody for their patience. Also, the battery technology. Too.
Yes. Battery technology.
It came back to us this week. Our engineer, Keith, we now have a battery manufacturer in the UK that manufactures our batteries only slightly bigger than the existing ones with LG cells at 50 AH.
Wow. So what range would that give a rider?
75 miles.
75 miles. There we go.
In a single battery. It's manufactured in the UK. It's something that we've been, pushing on. Keith has been amazing with it. We've been testing the battery. Our batteries are manufactured abroad, and they're great batteries, and the bikes are super reliable, and we get very, very, very few problems with the bikes. And any problems that we do have are really, really super easy to address. But these new... Bringing manufacturing into the UK, meaning that we can have the same size battery with, it's only a fraction bigger actually. I think it's about 10% bigger, the battery, to get twice the power. It's unbelievable. But it's all about the cells that you use, either Samsung cells or LG cells. We now have that battery tried and tested. So we'll be...
fulfilling orders for the dual battery customers.
That's right.
And it's also available to the rest of you if you wanted to pick up a spare battery as well. That will be available, and we will list the details on the website and keep you updated on all our feeds on here, on Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, etc.
So part of our innovation, because we're an innovation company, our battery technology is one of the biggest questions we get asked is about distance, isn't it? T?
Yes.
And distance is it's limiting in any electric, transformation or conversion from petrol to electric is limiting. If you've got a car and you need to travel a long distance further than your charge, you know you're going to be sitting at a service station for a few hours or however long it takes to charge that. So we know that it's one of the big questions. And we also know that battery technology is enormous.
It is.
And very, very fluid. So from our 20 AH battery,
which is 30 miles.
Giving 30 miles,
yep.
We now have a battery which is 10% bigger in size, or 15% bigger in size for the 20 AH.
Yeah.
That is a 50 AH battery.
Yes.
It's insane.
Through upgraded cells.
Through upgraded cells and technology. So that's really exciting for us, because our new Sinatra will mandatorily go further than 100 miles, because it's going to have two of these
50 AH batteries.
Yeah, it can have two 50 AH
Amazing.
batteries. So, yeah.
So I have a question for you, Rob, and I'm going to ask this every single time we go on live. What is your highlight of the year? Just the first thing that comes to your mind.
Oh God, D.
You have to answer.
All right, I'll think of but give me a moment to think. The highlight of the year. Now, I mean, because we get highlights all the time.
I know.
The highlight. I mean, Keith Lemon's been amazing.
Yeah.
You know, or Lee Francis. He's been absolutely amazing, an amazing support with us, and all the celebrities that have connected with us have been highlights, because it boosts everybody, and they're coming to us with, understanding our message of art and less pollution. Lee Majors, having Lee Majors in the show.
That's two, so you're cheating.
Yeah, okay. I know, yeah. But it's, I mean, there's so many. There's so many highlights to you.
Yeah.
You know, so
I will say, I'm going to say I got a highlight as well. So we had someone come in this week for a meeting about franchise interest. And he's been watching us for a very long time.
Yeah.
And those moments remind me, not that I forget, but just why we're doing this. People are travelling all over the country to meet us, to experience.
Yeah.
You know, just the whole Stirling Eco package, test ride the bikes. That's a highlight for me.
Yeah.
People travelling across the country.
Yeah, that's a good one, T. Because I mean, he travelled internationally. He's
exactly.
from Ireland, didn't he, Mark Max? So, and it is we have got a really good reach, and we work hard at what we're doing here. We know we've got a great product. We know that nobody's doing what we're doing, and no one, you know, we've got a really great quality about what we're doing. You know, with Dave Bristow.
That's right.
With the artists that we have here at the Bickerton Grace Gallery, with Kay, and with the Grace of London stuff, you know, the gilding and what have you. Even Alistair working in now sculpting. You know, we're sculpting. The Sinatra's being sculpted.
I've got another highlight. Since you gave two, I'm going to give my second, but I can't actually say which production company it is. But we hired out a bike last week to a TV production company, and they're going to use it for a Christmas special.
Oh yeah,
that's a highlight as well. So,
but I mean, so if we talk about, we could probably have highlight of the week.
Exactly.
That's probably better than the highlight of what is the highlight has been so far. Because
my two have been from the week. So what's yours?
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So the highlight of my week this week is, I mean, I'm working corporately with the manufacturing.
Yes.
You know, we're setting up our own manufacturing plant. A big time factory, and we're manufacturing in the UK. We're bringing manufacturing to the UK. That's big for me.
That's massive, especially in the state of the economy right now as well.
Yeah, I mean, we work hard, and we're grafting. I mean, we've been everybody, but we're not. It's not exclusive to us. Everybody that works hard. We know that,
That's
and
right.
particularly if you have your own business, it's never been tougher to have your own business. I know we're in a in the right stream of business, because, you know, we know that, and also being in the creative industries, you're always forging ahead, because you're always forward thinking. We're dreamers, you know, in our industry. But setting up, and it's corporate. It's this is big business. The manufacturing is big business, and it's nice to be sitting down with the lawyers and the accountants and, you know, the specialists.
Only 2 years in as well.
Yeah.
Only 2 years in.
That's exciting. I mean, 11:30 today, I've got a meeting. Thank you. You helped me with the paperwork this morning, or with the computer and stuff. So, but for my meeting at 11:30, which is. Yeah, but that's exciting about what we've done with this business in just over 2 years.
That's right. Speaking of exciting as well, Stirling Eco Scotland last night, they were busy, and I was really proud of them as well, because I felt like I was there. They were at a bike meet in Hillington in Glasgow, and they had West Coast Harley Davidson sales manager actually jump on the Electro Ride
Oh,
X
really?
and have a ride around.
Oh, wow, yeah, that's great. Yeah.
And they're going back on Saturday as well, so there's going to be loads of footage. So follow Stirling Eco Scotland on Instagram.
Yeah, they've been brilliant. I mean, when they came down, Gary and Aaron, hard-working guys. Gary comes from a motoring background, like, you know, the car industry, a grafter.
Yes.
I mean, when he had a mechanic off in his workshop, he was, hands-on. Or we're like that as well.
Yeah.
We're hands-on, and that's why the business in Scotland has started successfully and will continue to be a success.
And will thrive. Absolutely.
They're out and about as well, which is great.
They are. Speaking of out and about, they've got a wrapped Stirling Eco car now. It's a BMW i3. Obviously, it has to be electric, and look out for that.
Yeah.
Around Scotland, maybe it'll be travelling north of England as well. But I'd love to see that.
If you get a picture or a reel of it, send it in to us and we'll send you a mug.
There you go.
All right, how about that?
Perfect.
Or we'll send you a gift.
Hello, Alan West. Long time no see.
Hey, Alan. Hello.
Hint, hint.
Yeah.
Miss you.
Nice to see you. Yeah,
Yeah,
I
man.
was actually talking to Anne-Marie about Alan the other day. It's been a sad... Alan's ex-military, so it's been quite a tough time for all the ex-military, you know, with the passing of Her Majesty the Queen. So we've given a lot of people a lot of space. It's been quite not a difficult time, but just a time for reflection and stuff.
That's right.
But hopefully, Alan, we'll see you very, very soon. We all miss you down here.
I look forward to seeing you soon. I like to speak things into existence.
Yeah, and Anne-Marie's got a mirrorless camera now.
There you go.
She probably wants to talk to you about it.
Yeah, let's take some comments real quick. So we've got Bram, got 10 minutes left.
Yeah.
We've got Bram here. He is one of the early Stirling Eco Electro Ride riders who's now been upgraded to the Electro Ride X. He says, hi chaps, hope all is well. Will the new bike need a bike license or still work as current bikes do? Loving your bike, by the way. Come to Kent for a ride.
Okay, thanks, Bram. And thank you for all your
Patience.
and also anything that how we deal with things here. We deal in it in a real constructive way, it's been emotional.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
Thank you so much. The new bike, Bram, is
It's got 3 options.
it's going to have 3 options. So we want it still to be entry level. But we also want the option to be able to put an 11,000 watt motor on it if that's what you want. So it'll be customizable.
That's right. So with the 11,000 watt motor, real quick, you can just take a CVT test, display L plates front and rear, and you're still qualified to ride that bike.
Is that
Anything
true?
over 11 kilowatts,
Yep.
then you would need to sit the bike test A1, then A2, and get your all access.
But there'll be
license.
varying price. There'll be pricing structures for that as well. There'll be an entry price for the bike, and then add-ons for the customisable bit.
There you go. So
But thanks, Bram. And if we can get any pictures of you out and about in Kent, would be the Garden of England. They call Kent the Garden of England. That'd be great.
the Garden of England. So Alan West says, what speed will the bikes do?
We will be fully testing it out, the new bike, when it goes into production. The speed, it depends on the controller, you know. So if it's a 72 volt controller, obviously you're going to get up to, I think we'll be getting up to 60 miles an hour on it.
There you go.
But there'll be varying
Controllers, varying
and
motors,
tests,
varying top speeds.
Yeah, because we're everything's being constructed in the UK. So when an order comes in for a specific client, he'll start off with his frame and his VIN number, and it's just a matter of taking the right bits to assemble that bike into the right shape.
That's right. We have less than 50 days to go until this bike is launched.
Don't tell me that, because I wasn't sleeping last night.
I know. But the people, they got to be updated. Less than 50 days to go. We are excited just as much as you are. So the last topic of this live is going to be the exhibition today. Inside the Stirling Eco showroom, we have the Bickerton Grace Gallery. So these blazers, they're not just for the exhibition today.
My one's getting tight, man.
Oh, what does that mean? More muscle?
Yeah, I'm
there you
getting
go.
more hench.
See?
I'm getting more Welsh.
See?
Because everyone comes from Wales like that.
More Welsh. So yes, what's the name of the exhibition, Rob? Or who is hosting the
Okay,
exhibition
so when
today?
I met this artist, I just asked him if I could possibly put his phone number in my phone, just so as I could tell everybody I had a friend called Barrington Loynes. So Barrington Loynes is the artist. He's a National Trust artist. His artwork is phenomenal.
It is.
talented guy, really down to earth, funny, humorous, but enormously talented. And I'm looking forward to his exhibition later on. The gallery's looking splendid. So Barrington Loins. Come down and see Barrington Loins. Everybody needs a friend called Barrington Loins.
So that's from 1700 hours today until late, is it safe to say?
9.
Till 9. Till 9.
Yeah,
we always say
right,
till 9.
Yeah,
So,
till 9.
yes, that's what's happening in the showroom today. Yeah. But feel free to ask us any questions in the DMs or send us an email, info@stirlingeco.com. Yeah. Please give Stirling Eco Scotland a follow as well. Stirling Eco Scotland on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook. And we look forward to your inquiries. Yes. Make sure you sign up as well for the waiting list for the Sinatra. stirlingeco.com/coming soon. And do you have any last messages, Rob, or a quote?
Let's get a screenshot.
What's your quote? What's your quote, though? What's your quote? What's your leaving quote?
I'm going to stick with what our mantra, with what our mantra is, which is art and less pollution. That's what I'm going to leave with today.
Love that. So thank you for watching. Rob has 6 minutes to get ready for his
more meetings.
And we hope you guys have a great Friday. Thank you for tuning in.
Like and share, and we'll pick somebody to win one of our beautiful new mugs.
Yes, that's right. Actually, if you share this live, we'll pick someone at random, or maybe we'll pick a few of you. And we'll ask for your address and we'll send you some mugs.
Perfect.
So thank you guys.
Thanks,
thank you.
Guys. Thank you.
All the best. Goodbye.